Alright guys, it's time to work on GTO today. I'm going to be posting up several videos this week of working on this deal. I just got off of work for my first job and it's now time to work on the second job. So let's get into it. Alright guys, it's time to hammer down and get this fuel pump mounted back up to the motor. I had to take it off to get some measurements for our pulleys and get the alternator on it and all kinds of good stuff like that. But I tell you, it's feeling pretty good working on this thing each evening when I get home from work. It's just a really, really good feeling getting to work on your race car, I can tell you that right now. But now that we're getting the fuel pump back on it so we can check over the pulleys, it's time to work on the alternator. All right, guys, we're getting more and more stuff done on the GTO each and every day. I'm gonna be posting up a bunch of little small videos and stuff every night when I get off from work. I come out here and work on this thing, so that's why the videos are kind of short. That's about the only time I got. But right now I am wiring up the alternator, and I just got the wire run over here. Put ourselves some shrink wrap on there, and I like using that marine style shrink wrap. It's got the glue in it, so it's pretty good stuff. Let's see here, and we're gonna cramp this deal. These crampers here work pretty good. Heck, even Harbor Freight, I think, is selling some of these now. It used to, you had to order them from like Jigs or somebody like that, or Wire Care, and companies like that. But these things work pretty good. Crimp it down, boom. And now it's got a double crimp on it. Let you guys see that there. See there? Now it's got a double crimp on it. Pretty simple. All right. Now I need to put a shrink wrap on there, just like that right there. Use a heat gun. Just like that, we got shrink wrap on it. You guys see that? Boom, looks good. Now we can hook up alternator. Boom, man. One more thing done. And just like that, we now got the alternator hooked up. Boom. All right, so we can start knocking some stuff off the list here. Let's see here, alternator wires. Boom, that is done. Next thing I want to do is wire in the second starter button. So we need to do that right here, that second starter button. We've got the first one in, so we need to get that second one in on the firewall there. Need to weld up the throttle pedal on the inside of the car. It's still just tacked on. That needs to be finished up. We may finish it up at the end of the video there, unless you guys see some TIG welding going on. So let's hammer down. You guys can kind of see we're getting a list down here what all's going on. Stuff left to get. I've got a couple of flex hoses for the brake lines I need to get. I need to order my the drive shaft. We need seat belts, parachutes. I need a can plug-in that goes on the can wire for the Holly dash, and then we need some oil. I've got Mr. Tim Armstrong at your convenience on-site oil services helping me out with that. We're talking to him about some oil. We need some, waiting on the header gaskets to come in, and a brake switch for our brake lights. So yeah guys, we're kind of getting down to the wire here on little stuff that we need. We're just gonna keep on rocking. Well guys, I didn't quite get to the starter button, but I was able to get some TIG welding in. And I tell you, coming home, ending off the day with some good old-fashioned TIG welds. I really do enjoy TIG welding. It's kind of a fun passion of mine, because it's constantly a learning experience of trying to get your welds better and better, and it's definitely an art form. You got to keep practicing and keep it rocking. All right guys, so we had a pretty good night here. Not bad for a couple hours. I got all that welded up there. You guys got to see that. Also worked on the throttle cable right here as well. Made a mount for it over there. They ended up working out good. Now it's good and secure right there. Oh yeah, we're rocking now. If you guys haven't noticed, there's a lot of stuff that keeps coming on and off, in this whole area here. There's a reason for that madness. We just finished up getting the alternator mounted. I got it all wired up today too. So what was going on there, I'll walk you guys over here to the table so you can see what's happening. So I'm gonna have to get Dad's help here and get him to fire up his lathe. So what's happening is this mandrel is too short. And I've got plenty of mandrel sticking out, but I need about a 1/4 inch taken off of this. And then on a pulley over here, I need an 1/8 inch taken off of this. So what's going on is, if you guys can see that radius right there, I don't want that on there. Reason for that is because I'm having to use as much gripping space as I can possibly use on this mandrel here, and I just don't want that radius on there. I want to be able to get as much as a pulley up on that thing as possible, because when it's all said and done, this thing is going to be about something like that right there, and to me that's acceptable, but I want it to grip on there as much as possible. That's just me, maybe overthinking it, but that's what's going on there. And I also have let's see here, where they at? I've got these shims right here. So when I take off, I'm wanting to take some off of this pulley too and put this back on it in its place. That way it'll help keep the belts on and all that stuff and that sort of thing. That'll separate all of the pulleys for, let's see here, we've got to run the sump tank oil pump, we got to run alternator, and we've got to run that big Enderley fuel pump that's laying over here too. So that's what's going on with that. Up next, that's coming up, but you guys will see, I've got to get the cam sync and the crank sensor and all that stuff all lined up. This is my first time doing this with this type of setup here, so I had to call Holly and actually get some help on instructions on how to do this. So hopefully tomorrow, while Dad is machining on that stuff, I can be working on this and getting this done. At the same time, I need to get this starter button wired up. I just ran out of time tonight to get it done, but that one over here is wired up. So the reason for this, if you've got a motor that you need to work on the valve train and you can't easily get a ratchet on a blower or on a harmonic balancer and turn the motor over so you can adjust the valve lash and stuff, then you need to have what they call a bump button. And all that does is it's hooked up to the starter, so when you need to bump the motor over, you hit that button and it bumps the motor over so you can adjust the valve. So that's what that's for in there. And I'm putting one on each side so one man can adjust the valves on this motor here. So I can come over here, I can work on this side, and any of my teammates and all that stuff, when we're working on this thing, I don't have to holler at one of them and say, hey, bump the motor over. I can be doing my job, working on the valves, and they can be doing their job on everything else type of deal when we need to go full send racing. So that's what's going on with that. All right, guys, before we get out of here, I do want to talk about one last thing here. It's getting to be Christmas time. I want to do one more giveaway for this year. And on this one, I'm actually going to put some tools in there. And what I'm thinking about doing is some stuff that I've used here recently that's worked pretty good, and it's cost effective. I thought I'd share it with you guys, and that is two tools I'm going to throw in the price pack. We're still going to have t-shirts and stickers and all that good stuff in there, but two things I think would be kind of cool for this price pack would be, I'm going to do some wire strippers. I like these. They work pretty good. Pretty good tool. And then I'm also going to do a wire crimping tool as well. This is a very basic one right here, and it works pretty good, guys. I'm not gonna lie. Both of these tools I've wired up a couple of cars now, and used it on the GTO, no problems. And anytime I come across something that's pretty cool, I like to share it with you guys. So I thought that'd kind of wrap it up pretty good. I haven't quite figured out what the game is going to be. It's going to be some sort of weight guessing game. I think I'm going to do it on the water system for this car. So like when it's in street mode, it has a radiator and stuff and a water pump and all that stuff. And I'm thinking about having you guys guess the weight on that. But there will be a video for that. So don't guess any weights yet. I'll have pictures up, I'll have video up. what you need to guess the weight on. So that's coming in a couple of videos, so just stay tuned. That's kind of what I got in the works there. If you have any ideas of something you think would be better to put in the giveaway there, it needs to fit inside of like a post office or UPS envelope. Those are the ones I like to use that you can put a t-shirt in. It's the cheapest way of shipping something. And but yeah, you guys comment down below what you guys think would be a good little giveaway item. This is for Christmas. This is something I want to be useful, and you know, we can't go crazy on spending money unless somebody sponsors it or something. But you know, just want to do a little bit of something, give back to you guys. Definitely thank you all for going along this ride with us on building this thing and all the other projects we got going on. We've been busy. We've been very busy this year. A lot of cool things has been happening. Probably gonna have to do like a recap video here soon for the New Year's or right at New Year's, just to kind of recap everything we've done this year, because it's just, we've done a lot. We've done a lot, and we've come a long way. But again, that's it for me. Enough talking. Thank you guys so much. Be sure to comment down below. We appreciate it. All the thumbs up, all of the cool faces with the sunglasses on it. I appreciate that. Thank you guys so much. You guys rock. I'll see y'all in the next one. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you are subscribed to the channel. Don't forget to go over to KilmerSports.com, where we've got all kinds of merch over there and all kinds of high performance products as well. And definitely a big shout out to our sponsors and partners. Till next time, you guys have a good one.